He's asking, as a producer, what are your biggest strength and weakness? What made you so unique?
What was my biggest strength? I think having knowing what good performances were. That was definitely my biggest strength, knowing if a person could get a better performance on something, and knowing when they couldn't. My biggest weakness was having patience. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't always the most patient person. I would get, and after a while from producing, for 20 some odd years, somebody's trying to play a really simple part and it was hard for them to play. And I'd say, oh, just give me your guitar. And then I just play it. And they would always say, oh, thank God.
Okay.
They'd be nervous.
You can have your name on the credits, but let me play this quickly.
Yeah, I know. And I never ever would credit myself as playing anything, but the people would gladly hand me their instruments, and they'd rather have me play their parts if they couldn't play them, because they get so nervous. And I feel bad about it that they would be nervous. And we do enough takes and things, but I don't like to comp every single note in a part. It just sounds ridiculous. It's better to have a flow. And historically, people producers hired session players to come in when the people couldn't cut it in the groups. That's been going on since the beginning of time, since the 50s. So I was the session player. And if the bass player needed help, I'd play his part. If the guitar player needed help, I'd play his part. The drummer, whatever it needed, I'd play the parts if it needed it. So, and they would always be relieved for the most part.
Great.
Thank God.